to RISC-V Taipei Day. I am so excited to be here. I'm Callista Redmond, CEO of RISC-V International, and I'm so pleased to be able to join you on this incredible culmination of community events and things going on around the world, and especially to our community here in Taipei. So thank you for joining us. You know, open standards and collaboration are what has brought the community together, what has overcome so many barriers of technology, of innovation, of finding and creating and crafting our own destiny. And the reason that this is so important, why now, is that RISC-V is bringing the power to the community. RISC-V is enabling you to chart your own destiny, to seize growing opportunities, to tackle the increasing number of compute challenges that we're facing around the world. And this is true not just in the number of challenges that we're facing, but how we're facing them, what we bring in our toolkit to continue to combat these challenges each and every day. And RISC-V is there. RISC-V is the center of this gravity, and we're seeing this growth off the charts. We've already seen more than 10 billion cores in market already, well on track with the analyst predictions. In fact, by 2025, we fully expect RISC-V to be in 10% of automotive CPUs. This is incredible. This is incredible progress when you think just a couple of years ago we were nowhere near this momentum. Why RISC-V? You know, the RISC architecture goes back decades, and version 5, RISC-V, is now the most prolific open instruction set architecture in history. And we say this because more and more companies have come on board with stakeholders around this spectrum. RISC-V enables a competitive design, a distinction beyond any other architecture. It's a very simple and modular approach to combating those compute challenges, and this gives you design freedom. This allows you to take open building blocks and layer on very highly competitive differentiated IP. And this is what we're bringing to the industry. So from a technical perspective, RISC-V is simple. It's a modular set of instructions that you can add on to just those instructions that are relevant to the challenge that you're wishing to overcome. This allows you complete freedom. And it is the freedom of working with incredible design partners around the world to share in that collective investment. That investment is in hundreds of millions of dollars that have been poured into RISC-V from startups to multinationals. The business opportunity. There would be no promise of RISC-V if there wasn't growing commercial opportunity. By starting with the royalty-free base building blocks and being able to add on to those both commercial and open extensions, this allows for choice, massive choice, and unlimited opportunity. This means that you have no constraints on the stakeholders you engage with, from development partners and supply chain all the way through to end users and customers. What does this look like? So yes, there are open building blocks that have been pervasive across the spectrum, primarily used in academia and research implementations in HPC, as well as incredible commercial opportunities. This allows for very domain-specific, highly differentiated solutions to solve a full spectrum of compute challenges. So think about what's on the right side of this. This means that you can work with so many different design partners to really get in there and be extremely competitive with differentiated IP that is available commercially. This is important as we continue to think about the great momentum that we're seeing around the world. But let's talk about Taiwan for a minute. One of our leaders in Taiwan, Andes Technology, one of the first RISC-V vendors to pass many of the safety and security standard protocols that we have seen across the automotive industry. This has enabled lots of great partnerships with Renesas, Andes, SiFive, And Andy's coming out with, very competitive, differentiated IP to solve those performance challenges. There are many more collaborations going on, especially in the automotive segment, as we see with Imagination, Sci-Fi, Andes, Intel, Renesas, NSI, Texi, and many more. In fact, this has unleashed quite a renaissance in what we're able to do in automotive alone. We are expecting, again, 10% of the automotive market by 2025. In automotive, this means things like Mobileye from Intel. It means Andes with functional safety, Renesas and Sci-Fi on high-end RISC-V automotive applications. Imagination's GPU links with it RISC-V core for ASIL-B level designs. And again, safety critical. We are putting our most important workloads on RISC-V, and this is continuing to grow. In fact, Deloitte says the RISC-V opportunity is going to double in 2022 and again in 2023. So you are investing in a platform, a technology that is going to persist through time, because with that collective shared investment, it is all of us. It is all of us working together and individually and independently to achieve RISC-V success. This dedicated community has stakeholders all around the spectrum, from chip and IP providers, services like fabs and other things, I/O, memory and interconnect and storage, software. The software ecosystem is absolutely exploding. We also see a great deal of interest from the press and media as well as investors. But, it's those industries, it's that industry penetration that is really cementing RISC-V for generations to come. We're seeing it in our community too. We now have more than 3,100 members across 70 different countries, and this is continuing to grow month by month, quarter by quarter, across many of our different parts of our community. And we are working hard in RISC-V International to cultivate not just extensions that matter and are shared across numerous different interests, but also in industry-specific verticals like automotive, Android, HPC, and more. In fact, there is no limit to the number of places, the farthest reach that you can bring RISC-V. In fact, it's in space, it's in satellites, it's going to Mars, it's going to the moon. We see RISC-V in the most important workloads across a wide variety of industries. This year alone, we've already ratified 4 different extensions and ratifications, and these come in sets. So you see eTrace, RISC-V specification for SBI, engaging a firmware layer between the hardware and the operating system kernel. We see other UEFI standards being brought onto the RISC-V platform alongside all the safety and security standards as well. So look for the differentiation. This is beyond the vector implementations that we've seen already. We are continuing to grow our ecosystem. Our ecosystem includes not just the software layers, but the tools, the compilers, the performance, the CI and testing that is essential to bring high quality products to market. In fact, RISC-V is taking the lead across so many different areas and so many different domains, it's difficult to keep track of them all. But just as we encourage you to work together, RISC-V is working with each of these invested stakeholders around the community as well. Where you are looking for support, where you are looking to progress the state of the art, RISC-V is your home. We are your home to find support, development partners. Think of us as sort of the ultimate matchmaking for possibility, whether that is tackling a new compute challenge or finding a new market. This community has strength from the collective investment that we are all putting in this together. We are so honored to be part of this movement, this time, this very important moment in history as we engage that depth and breadth across the spectrum. So think about, how can you bring RISC-V into your strategy, whether it is your team, your company, your own personal mission. Work on something you believe in. Risk 5 is that something. And Risk 5 is each of our guarded missions for long-term, durable, sustainable success. Enjoy this time together in Taipei. I look forward to being together with you again in the future. Please don't hesitate. Reach out to us, connect with us, share with us how you are progressing Risk 5 to be the ultimate and the best computing platform for the next many generations of compute to come. We appreciate your investment. We are so excited when the community is able to come together like this, and I can't wait to be there with you again in person. So please stay connected with us, meet one another, make 10 new friends while you're here, and let's do this together. Thank you.